Welcome back, everyone. I am William Griffin, and this is Cecil TV. Today on the countdown, we have one of Maryland's most anticipated summer traditions, the Fair Hill races. After a pause since 2019, this much-loved event is finally making return. It's been deeply missed by our community, and on August 30th, fans will gather once again for world-class horse racing. With me today, I have Jeff Newman. Thanks for coming in, Jeff.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Will.
For those who are not familiar, what makes the Fair Hill horse racing special?
Well, I was hired in 2019. I work for a company called the Sport and Entertainment Corporation of Maryland, and we're a nonprofit whose charter is really to bring major sporting events to the state of Maryland. And so I started with the Maryland Five-Star Fair Hill, but ever since I started, people have always said, when's racing coming back? So I know what a passion it is for people. I know how much people in Cecil County care about racing and how much they want to have it back. So it's been really a goal of mine with a lot of people involved who have just really been moving forward to help bring racing back. So I just think the history and obviously the fact that people can gather as families, in Cecil County, it's something special. And so we're really happy to see it back.
All right, that is wonderful. As you said, it has a long history. So can you share a bit about that?
Yeah, so we're calling it the Races at Fair Hill. Website is racesatfairhill.com. And we're going to have a full day racing. It's flat racing. So we'll have 6 races. Basically, we'll open gates at 11 a.m. It's free to the public. This one's on us because people have been waiting for 6 years for it to come back. So just bring your family, bring your picnic baskets, bring your towels and your blankets. And it's really like a lawn concert. So sort of an open house to give people a chance to see racing live again, the ability to bet, we'll have food and beverage, a lot of local favorites. So it'll just be a great day of racing at Fair Hill, which is just an absolutely beautiful property that if you've never been, it's something to see. So it's got tremendous history at Fair Hill with, the Fair Hill Training Center next door and the National Steeplechase Association, Fair Hill International, tons of activities, especially in the equine community. So Cecil County has more horses than any other county in the state. So obviously it makes a lot of sense to bring an event back.
That sounds absolutely wonderful. I kind of want to go there. So what caliber of horses and riders can fans expect on this day?
Yeah, you're going to see the top horses certainly in the area. We have $150,000 in purse money that's available. People have the ability to bet on it. We'll have pari-mutuel betting throughout the day. So you're going to see some of the best horses in the area and certainly throughout the region. But this really is meant to be a soft opening, if you will, the opportunity to just bring racing back to the property. Most people are used to jump racing, steeplechase. We won't have steeplechase this time around, but the goal is to turn this event to take place again in 2026, Memorial Day weekend, when the event had traditionally been. And then you'll see more of the jump racing using the timber course, but this will just be using the oval track this time around. But anybody can just pull up, with their blankets and their lawn chairs and just get right on the railing and see horse racing, right up close. And the adrenaline that you feel at a horse racing event is something special. So, we're really excited to bring it back.
So I understand, like you said, this is just the year where it's coming back in, but in the future, are you expecting any special new races or features or?
Yeah, I think a lot of people expect tailgating, at a
Okay.
steeplechase event. And so there's no tailgating for this particular one. Again, it's just really a free admission for this time around. But the goal is to bring back the tradition of what you see at steeplechase, which is a lot of tailgating, the opportunity to purchase individual hospitality tents for either your company or your family. Obviously bring the dresses and the hats and all the contests back and start bringing retail into the equation so people can have a shopping experience. So that's what eventually we want to bring back, but this time was really just let's get the races back.
Yeah.
Have a free event for people to really enjoy, and then we want to get people's feedback so that we can bring it back and make it bigger and better every year.
That sounds absolutely wonderful. Is there any transportation, parking, or accessibility updates attendees should know about?
So first of all, go to our website, again, racesatfairhill.com. It has attend the event, and it'll have all the information about parking, but it's free parking. free programs, free everything essentially, with the exception of food and beverage. You can't bring alcohol in, but you can bring food, you can bring non-alcoholic, but we will have bar carts available, food trucks available, local establishments like Elk River Brewing Company, Bohemian Manor Farm will be having the opportunity to sell beer and wine. So, a lot of local flavor, but it's free parking, and it's across the street from Telegraph Road, very similar to how the the Cecil County Fair, very similar parking plan where you'll have people can park across the street in the grass, and then they come across, and then we'll also have a VIP area, et cetera. But really easy, and if you've been to the fair, it's the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does hosting the Fair Hill races mean for the local community and economy?
Yeah, first of all, it's bringing people to Cecil County to spend their money here, and hopefully we get a lot of people from outside Cecil County. I mean, it's the goal of our organization to really create economic impact for not only the state but the county in particular. So the hope is to people be able to come to Cecil County if they've never been and experience obviously the local flair. Hopefully they will stay the night. But I think Cecil County is just, for me, I live in Montgomery County, for example, and when I took this job and I came to Cecil County, it's the best kept secret in Maryland. It's just fantastic, and the property, again, is beautiful. So I just think it's a real sense of pride for Cecil County and the residents that this is, these are our races, and we want to showcase Cecil County to people who come here, and I think the race is just the perfect platform to do that.
Well, that sounds amazing. So I heard you work with the local businesses and vendors and all of that. What are some of the people you can expect there, like company-wise?
Yeah, so I mean, the sponsorship support has been awesome in a very short period of time. We just announced this event with the Department of Natural Resources on July 10th. And so one of my jobs is, of course, to go out and solicit funding to help support the event. So, I mean, for example, ServPro of Cecil County, I'd call it Mike Bailey, and he says, how can I help? The Wellwood, how can I help? State Farm with Steve Simon, how can I help? So it's just been a lot of companies who just say, whatever I can do to help bring racing back to Fair Hill, I want to dive in. So we have about 52 sponsors that in a very short period of time have come on to support the event. So clearly, go to our website again, there's a sponsor section, you'll see who's supporting it. But again, we'll have, local beer, local wine featured. The Wellwood's going to be doing our hospitality. They will have also a concession stand available. So I think it's about really showcasing local. We will have a local cigar company also out there. What cigars without horse racing without cigars. So I think just the basic amenities. But, one thing that's difficult in a first-year event, especially free, is, we don't know what type of crowd we're going to have. There could be, 500, there could be 10,000. That's kind of the unknown. So we're preparing for about 5,000, but a lot of people will say that, you should expect more. So we want to just focus on the basic amenities, enough bathrooms, enough food, for this first year, and have enough, and then get people's feedback, and hopefully we can grow it again in the future.
All right, so I know you were talking to me about the next few years and how you expect to grow it. So that's the plan for the future, is to expand it and to try to get new types of racing in there?
Yeah, again, we're going to bring back jump racing. I think people really have a desire to bring that particular discipline back to Fair Hill. It's what people have been used to for 85 years leading into 2019. So people who want to see the timber course, and I think that's really going to start expanding the footprint of what we do. And again, with that, we can expand tailgating opportunities, and again, more corporate hospitality and the ability for people to, have a footprint of their own. So I think that's ultimately the goal moving forward. And then to have more events. There's been one event for a while on Memorial Day weekend, so we hope to bring Memorial Day weekend back and then have more events. There's the opportunity to do up to 8 race days at Fair Hill. So not just with our company, but we partner with the Cecil County Breeders' Fair that actually owns the race dates. They've been a tremendous partner in pulling this off, as well as the Cecil County government. The previous administration and the current administration have all been supportive in trying to bring it back. So the goal is to have multiple events each year, but one step at a time.
All right. Well, thank you, Jeff, for coming in and answering some questions for me.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the
Alrighty.
opportunity. Appreciate it.
And to Cecil County and the world, this is William Griffin. Stay tuned in for our next interview and have a good night.